The world is not fair. It never promised to be. Sometimes it turns cold without reason, closes doors without explanation, and watches you fall without offering a hand. But maybe fairness was never the point. Maybe the real question is not, why is the world like this? But rather, who do you become when it is? You are not here to wait for permission. Not from life, not from people, not even from fate. You are here to rise even when no one sees it, to stand when your knees shake, to speak when your voice trembles, and to keep going even when the weight on your shoulders feels like it was designed to break you. You were not born fragile. You were made resilient even if you forgot. There is a quiet kind of power in enduring, not the loud, dramatic kind that makes headlines or wins applause, but the soft, steady defiance of waking up each day and choosing to keep breathing, to keep trying. That too is strength, maybe the rarest kind. You see, strength isn't always a roar. Sometimes it's a whisper that says, try again. That says, I don't know how, but I'll find a way. That shows up in small actions no one notices, like standing back up when no one expected you to, like smiling with a bruised heart, like holding yourself together when everything inside you feels undone. And sometimes the ones who seem the quietest carry the heaviest storms. They've been cracked open and still chose to heal. They've been told they weren't enough and still chose to love themselves. That is not weakness, that is war, and they win it silently every day. The truth is, this world will not always reward your goodness. It may not care that you tried your best, but you must never let the cruelty of the world change the kindness of your heart. Never trade your humanity for survival, because your strength lies not in how hard you become, but in how deeply you feel, how much you care, and how bravely you continue to love, even after being hurt. People will doubt you. They'll see the surface and think they know your story. Let them. You have nothing to prove to those who were never in your corner. You rise not to impress them, but to honor the parts of yourself that refuse to give up. Even when it was hard, especially when it was hard, there will be moments when everything inside you says, stop. Moments when your body is tired, your soul feels hollow, and the noise in your head won't let you breathe. And in those moments, remember this: it's okay to rest, it's okay to break, but never forget. You have survived every version of your worst day, and you're still here. No one else sees the weight you carry, but you carry it anyway. No one else hears the conversations you have with your own fear, but you show up anyway. That's courage. That's the kind of bravery that can't be taught. It's earned through pain, through failure, through the decision to keep standing in a world that keeps trying to knock you down. Sometimes life doesn't give you closure. Sometimes you don't get an answer or a reason or even a proper ending. And yet, you still have to move forward. You still have to wake up and live like your story matters. Because it does. Even if no one else is reading it, you are writing it every single day. There will always be people who have more, who shine brighter, who seem untouched by struggle, but their path is not yours. Do not compare your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. The mountain you climb is yours, and no one else can understand its height, its cold, or the strength it takes to keep climbing. And that's okay. It's not their mountain, it's yours. So carry your pain, but don't let it bury you. Let it shape you, teach you, sharpen you. But never let it convince you that you are powerless. You are not. The fire in you may flicker, but it never goes out. Even when the world grows dark, you are still capable of light. And maybe that's the point of it all. Not to live a life free of pain, but to become someone who chooses hope anyway, who chooses compassion anyway, who chooses to fight not because it's easy, but because giving up would mean forgetting who they are. So if no one has told you today, you are stronger than you know. You are allowed to feel lost and still be finding your way. You are allowed to carry doubt and still choose to move forward. And even when the world feels heavy, even when life feels unfair, you are still rising, still trying, still here, and that matters.